This is Body Culinary, and today, as I'm just checking in with my crown, I'm just sharing the progress, the natural progress of my crown. I just want to discuss combining my locks. So I would say I'm more semi-freeforming, and going along that path because it's really chosen me. So my hair is locked up on its own as I was traveling, and I decided to stop fighting it and let it do what it does. So although I've been natural for almost 3 decades, just even so much oils and hours of twisting my hair, which I used to love. You know, that form of grooming it's enjoyable and pleasant. I like, being very feminine and coming up with different twists and afro puffs and beads and shells. I love adornment. However, it got a little tired. I enjoy it, but just something else more freeing, and I have other things to do with my time. So at this point, I'm really enjoying not fighting my texture, and then also as the hair has gotten longer, it's very, very tightly coiled. It's very, very delicate. It's a sandy brown color that gets bleached by the sun, and then also has a tendency to look like there's stuff in it even when it's not, because it's being bleached by the sun. So I'm really allowing my hair, or listening to what my hair is doing. And it's very fine. It breaks off super easily. Running my hands through my hair, I can hear it pop off. And I like putting my hands in my hair just to feel, along what it's doing. I will say that although I love my crown, it's always felt like it's at an in-between stage. Some people say the ugly stage. I wouldn't say an ugly stage, but I always felt like or felt like it was awkward, because number one, for years it never looked like other people's hair. So it's a constant journey, even going on 30 years, because I loved my short peach fuzz, but hardly anything that was my jam. That was my hairstyle and cutting designs in it. I love double-stranded twists. I did that for years, and so now locks feel like I'm going natural all over again in terms of discovering my hair. So it's very, very fine, and it doesn't like any kind of pulling. So I love hairstyles, but they don't like me. It feels like it hurts, even trying to manipulate it here or there. And as the locks, they're doing it, it just hurts. And for the folks that used to wear afro puff, and we used to have it slicked back with the gel, cute little afro puff, I would get headaches really easy. Sometimes the headaches would be bad. So just the whole concept of being in pain for fashion, for a look to impress people, not doing it. It's not beauty. That's like torture. It doesn't even make sense to me anymore. I'm not doing it for a style. Every now and then I would do that many years, but I'm not doing it. I'm not going to make myself uncomfortable. Although at one time I used to wear a lot of mascara and trying to get it off, because I would exercise a lot working in the fitness industry. It would run in my face, so I used to use waterproof mascara. So it became so much to take it off with olive oil. So also the pollen started getting caught in my eyelashes. After a while I was like, it's too much. Then years ago, when I used to tweeze my eyebrows, I tweezed it to the point where they don't even grow back here. So you always assume that stuff is going to go back, but sometimes you do damage to your body temple. So I'm not feeling it. I'm really into preserving my body temple and enjoying and appreciating my body temple. I really appreciate my body temple. The more I sit in it and I'm comfortable and I appreciate it, what can I say? Like, this is the number one beauty product is the body temple. It's nice and it's healthy and it's fit. You don't need to buy new clothing sizes. You feel comfortable. You can breathe when you're present, and you don't overstuff yourself full of food, or when you eat foods, plant foods that have lots of high water content. So that's the perspective I'm coming from. Just an appreciation for my body temple, and it's I would say it's a spiritual practice. So today, in combining my locks, they're already very fine, and I did do a collab last week with Queen Adike, Idowu, hope I'm saying her name correctly, and she has big, juicy, beautiful locks. Oh my gosh, I would have loved locks like that. But this is the locks that I have, so I'm really appreciating it. So I would say I'm semi-freeforming because rather than have them landing there doing their own thing. And I'm learning to appreciate, even though I'm a person that does not like hats and scarves, and so I don't like things on me, too much stuff on me. Sometimes I don't even like jewelry, and this is the first time I'm starting to put earrings on again after years. That's the story. But I'm starting to appreciate. I'm not really that concerned about lint, but I am going to be concerned about lint. My hair is so fine that when I'm touching my hair now, see, I can hear it popping. I'm just concerned that as it gets longer, that it will have a strong enough base. So what I did was I just took a couple of those little fine rubber bands, just like some of them. Some of them have already joined on their own, and I'm in full acceptance. They're all coming in flat. That's because they're not so dense. They're all going to be flat. So that's just what it is. And this has been a while of not twisting, and you can still see it looks like it grows slow. You know, the hair is always growing, but not at a fast. It appears not to be a fast rate, or the rate is whatever it is. But I just did this because some of them are so tiny from being compressed from twisting that I feel like they're all going to break off at some point, and I don't feel like they have a strong enough foundation. So I'm just not even feeling the twisting. Everything hurts. My hair does not like to be pulled, so you know, it doesn't. You can see here that it's not twisted. But they're so tiny that I have combined them together. Just a few of them here, not tight at all. So usually if I go out in the garden, these can break off. When I was putting coconut oil in my hair, when I was still using coconut oil months ago, I don't even know, maybe almost a year, not a year. But and it was only random then. The coconut oil and then the sun in the garden would make all of these pop and break off. So I feel like it's just too much drama. I don't want to have to think about my hair. I just wanted to do what it does, you know. And as I've said before, should it break off, be hanging on by two strands, then maybe I would consider cutting it. But I'm just not feeling, you know, just doing too much stuff with my hair. So I'm kind of just flowing with it the way it does. And also, being that it's so fine, if I leave it, it can fluff out a little bit. It hangs down, looks really flat when I wash it, and it can fluff up a little bit at the root. So now some of them, they grow and they have a tendency to come out. And it's a little bits of hair growing here, and I see them sticking out, and they get a little tangled at the end. I'll just stick them inside of the lock, but that doesn't require anything. So I will rinse them being it's hot hair. I love water, so I like sometimes to just rinse my hair all the time with water. Sometimes I make tea, or when I'm making juices, I will put juices in my hair. So also, the getting comfortable part is really just being comfortable with frizzies. You know, when I get out of the shower, you know, if I wanted to pull it tight to look like this, but it frizzes out anyway. So it's like, why fight a losing battle of continually putting stuff in the hair that will attract us, and I have to wash it out of the hair? It's too much preoccupation, you know. So simplicity is what I'm going for, so I can put the time and energy into something else, like in the garden. So just so you can see, and these will break off, because also with me rinsing my hair often, my hair tangles very, very easily. It is very soft, and I'm not twisting at the root, so it's fluffy, and it will go wider this way, being that they're coming in flat. But there's some of them, I don't know if you can see here, it's so tiny, and it's my hair, so it does not like to be manipulated. You can never find the ones that are the teeniest, tiniest, to show you some examples of, like, oh, you know, you can see how tiny. This is so tiny, I don't even think the camera even shows you how tiny this lock is, you know. So at least it's consistent down it, but when I used to put shells, I used to even put more indentation. So my hair is just, it's talking to me, right? It's like food will talk to you and tell you your digestion and your energy level and your movements, your elimination movements, is appropriate for your body. So pain doesn't feel good, you know, from pulling in tension. If I can hear my hair pop and break off easily, then that's telling me to stop pulling it. So I'm just recently starting to embrace, you know, a simple cap, because now it's starting to get a little bit of length, and it can now get into my face. I got hair that get into my face. Right, so I'm going to enjoy this little it's taking a while. So it looks like that. But that was my concern, especially combining, because it's not dense here at all. So even though I would like it to be fuller, I'll see how it looks from combining it. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Right? It's gonna be, this is the unique stuff that's growing out of my head. So I made this hat. My sister at Masani.live, who is an artist, she was crocheting. I didn't necessarily want to go through the process of crocheting, but I'm so glad I did, because to me, it's just like gardening. It's amazing that I actually made a hat. I had a cousin that was Rasta when I was a little girl. Shout out to my cousin Linda. And she was such an inspiration. I don't think she knows how much she affected me, but I used to watch her make all these arts and crafts. And we talking about Marcus Garvey and your brother was just in Africa when I was a young girl. I didn't know what she was talking about. I was like, what is she talking about? But I made this hat. So, yeah. So that has really good energy on it. And just the fact that my sister by another mama taught me how to make it. And I wish they had these more funky colors. But the black is fine. But sometimes I like, I'm really feeling colors right now at this point in my life. The energy of colors. I don't always want to put the New York black on. But yeah, I'm starting to really appreciate why the Rasta sisters and brothers wear tams all the time, just to keep your hands out of your hair. And I have a little bit of hair now to fill it up. So I like that. It makes me want to crochet another one. But crocheting, like many other things, requires patience, but it's relaxing. So I like moving meditations, whether it's working into a sweat or dancing. Preparing food is a meditation. Actually, twisting my hair used to be a meditation. So now I can take that energy and trade it off for something else. Also, I love the fact that I don't have oil running into my face, because I used to have really bad acne and acne scars. And the body heals itself, but I assisted the body by eating fresh, whole, living, unprocessed fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. This is my second time around, and this stint, it's been over 10 years. I love the way that I eat. I find it very affordable and sustainable and appropriate for my crown, from the inside first and then from the outside, because I'm getting good quality hydration. So I'm just looking forward to preserving the body so I can have it do what I want to do, and I enjoy the lifestyle. So those are my combined locks. This is my crown that I made under the guidance of art teacher Masani.live. Check her out. She's a silversmith and crocheter and quilt artist and painter. Really, really super creative sister. So, you know, it's really beautiful when they talk about energy. Sometimes we make it so esoteric, but just knowing that I made this hat is like a little miracle to me. So it's even more beautiful. And being out in the dirt in the garden. My sister used to tell me to cover my hair. I don't like to cover my hair. I like to have my hands in it. So now it's serving the purpose of keeping dirt and dust out of my hair, because when I'm working with the hoe or weeding, after a while you can get lots of dust, or sometimes bits of certain flowers, and your hair can get caught inside some of the larger bushes. So it's really practical, and it is good. I think the hat is attractive, and I love the cowrie shells that I sewed on it. I like the size of the holes that I sewed on it, and the fact that it's keeping things out of my hair, because everything has a tendency to get caught in my hair, which is another reason why I don't use products. So it's so much money is conserved to be used for other things, because I'm not buying a bunch of products, right? So those are my combined locks, and I'll see you again in the video. Create a great day.